In core animation and SwiftUI, the idea of rotation mode is very simple and straightforward. Rotation mode in core animation determines whether an object rotating on a path should rotate to match the tangent of the path. In some cases, if an object rotating on a path rotates to match the tangent of the path, it's very useful. In other situations, this is not useful. As you can see in this example, we have a parent container, that is the Z stack, containing the two heart icons, this one and that, and also a circular image. Over here, we are using rotation to rotate the parent containing both the heart icons and the circular image. And as the heart icons rotate along with the circular object, the heart icons also rotate to match the tangent of the circular path. This animation can be found in the Telegram app. In the Telegram example, you can see the heart icons do not rotate to match the tangent of the circular path. In our SwiftUI example, we can use rotation mode to restrict the rotation of the heart icons as they move along the circular path. Before we do that, let's look at how the concept of rotation mode works visually using a timeline animation tool called Kite. In Kite, I have a car icon. Over here, our job is to move the car from Eglinton Avenue West to Kipling Avenue, somewhere at this point. We can do this movement using keyframe animation. By selecting the car icon, we can go to the Properties Inspector. Under the section Geometry, we can create position animation using the property Position. The position has all these parameters X, Y, and Z. We are interested in only the X and Y properties, so we have the car selected. By clicking Position, we can animate with any of these kinds of animations. But we are interested in keyframe animation, so we select the second option. You can see we have added a keyframe animation in the timeline. With the car still selected, we can go to the Properties Inspector and edit the path. Over here, we want the car to move from Eglinton Avenue West to Kipling Avenue, somewhere at this point. So we have the parameter path. We can click on the gear icon to edit the path or choose an SVG path. Let's create our own path. When I move the mouse cursor, somewhere here, you can see it turns to a pen nib. So we can click any here to define our own path. I'm going to move down over here. Click and drag to create a curve point. Then move to this side. Click again to define our last point. When I drag the playhead from left to right, you can see the car moves along the path. As the car moves along the path, it doesn't rotate at all. But in the physical world, this is not how things move. As the car moves, at somewhere at this point, it needs to rotate along with the path. We can go to the Properties Inspector and go to the parameter Rotation Mode. We can use Rotation Mode to make the car rotate along the path. You can see here the option is set to Do Not Rotate. We can change it and choose Rotate with Path or Rotate with Path Reversed. Let's choose the second option, Rotate with Path, and move the playhead again. You can see the object rotates, but it rotates in the opposite direction. This is because as the car is positioned at this location, we have it already rotated. So we are going to change the option from Rotate with Path and choose the last one, Rotate with Path Reversed. And now If I drag the playhead from the left to right, you can see the car rotates at this point, and that matches the tangent of the path. We can also use the play icon to preview the animation. So by using rotation mode, we make the car rotate to match the tangent of the path. As the car moves from the initial position to the final position, you can see in this case, it is useful to make the car rotate to match the tangent of the path. But in the animation I showed in the SwiftUI animation, making the heart icons rotate to match the tangent of the path doesn't make any sense. So let's use rotation mode to restrict the rotation of the heart icons so that they move on the circular path without rotating. To do that, we are going to use the same rotation that is placed on the group. I mean the group containing the circular image and the heart icons. We are going to apply it to both the heart icons. We have the smaller one, that is this one. Over here, I'm going to place the rotation effect. We will keep the angle of rotation the same, but opposite. So I'm going to remove the negative sign here and place it over here, and then resume. You can see as the smaller heart icon revolves around the circular path, it doesn't rotate to match the tangent of the circular path. Let's copy the same thing and place it on the large heart icon, that is this one. And that also does not rotate as it moves along the circular path. So this is how rotation mode works in SwiftUI and core animation. It determines whether an object rotating along a path should rotate to match the tangent of the path. In some situations, that is useful. In some other situations, that is not useful. And you can use this technique to restrict the rotation of the object.